Is it weird that J-Lo had a set up paparazzi shot outside of the Candy Kitchen? And the only reason I would think it would be weird is like she's already as famous as you can be. Like, why does she need to sort of stoke the flames of her own fame? Seems unnecessary.
I know, but I feel like that's her vibe. She's popped everywhere and she's always looking hot. And I think like her continually looking hot in cute settings is what keeps the machine going, you know?
Fair enough.
Has Jennifer Lopez finally gone too far? What if I told you that Jennifer might be trying to ruin Ben Affleck's reputation? You won't believe the lengths she's gone to. From staged paparazzi shots to leaking false insider stories, Jennifer is accused of being the mastermind behind a series of stuff that have cast a shadow over Ben Affleck's image. Now, let's see the shocking allegations that Jennifer Lopez has been creating fake news to sabotage Ben Affleck. Reports have surfaced suggesting that Jennifer has been orchestrating events to make Ben look bad in the public eye. From accusations of staging paparazzi photos to manipulating the media around their relationship, we're connecting the dots in this story. Insiders have claimed that Jennifer has been using her influence to plant stories and create scenarios that paint Ben in a negative light. These allegations raise serious questions about the true state of their marriage and whether Jennifer is more concerned with controlling public perception than with preserving their relationship. Some sources even suggest that this could be her way of gaining the upper hand in their marriage, ensuring that she remains the dominant figure in Hollywood.
Well, baby, if your name is Jennifer Lopez, it looks like you wasn't kidding when you said you're not playing Mrs. Nice Guy anymore. J-Lo is starting to think that Ben tricked her, seduced her, all in some sick game. Because how can you explain when A-Rod cheated with her, cheated on Jennifer, jumping out, getting involved, writing her love letters, begging this woman to marry you after you humiliated her 20 years ago, only for 20 years later to do the same thing. Jen's sitting there thinking, J-Lo is thinking, it's like, but really all this? Why did you sneak and buy a house? That is why they're saying that J-Lo is having her managers and Ben's managers hash this out instead of divorce attorneys.
To understand the current drama, we need to revisit the relationship between Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck. So from the moment they got back together, their relationship has been a favorite subject of gossip columns and tabloids. Now, recently, a disturbing story has emerged that casts a shadow over their relationship. Sources have been claiming that Jennifer has been manipulating the media, orchestrating staged events, and even creating fake news to paint Ben in a negative light. These allegations suggest that Lopez is far more involved in managing the public's perception of their relationship than anyone might have guessed. From carefully curated public outings to leaked stories that seem too convenient to be accidental, there is growing suspicion that Jennifer might be using her media savvy to ensure that she remains in control of the narrative. Insiders have begun to speak out, hinting that Jennifer's tactics go beyond mere celebrity image management. They suggest that she has been deliberately setting up situations that make Ben look bad, either by exaggerating his flaws or by staging events that put him in an unflattering light. This has led to questions about the true nature of their relationship. Is Jennifer trying to maintain her public image, or is there a more calculated effort to destroy Ben Affleck?
Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez's second romance seems to be all about publicity, with Whitney Port saying that she saw J-Lo set up a weird paparazzi shot in the Hamptons.
So there's this whole thing going around about Jennifer and the ice cream store trip in the Hamptons. She was seen biking to get ice cream, which seems pretty normal, right? But the way it all went down has people thinking it was more of a setup than just a casual outing. Instead of going inside, she just hung out outside, making sure the paparazzi got their shots before she took off. A lot of folks are saying this was a total photo op. The big question is, why would Jennifer go through all that for something as simple as ice cream? Critics think she's trying to create this down-to-earth vibe, even though she's a huge star. But the fact that she didn't even go in makes it seem like it was all for show, not because she was actually craving ice cream. The fact that Jennifer is focused on her public image is gaining traction, with many people wondering if she's really trying to seem relatable or if there's something fishy going on. Some people think she's just trying to distract everyone from the more serious stuff happening in her relationship with Ben. Plus, there's also talks that this little stunt was meant to make her look good compared to Ben, who's been seen as more moody and distant. While Jennifer comes off as fun and relatable, Ben's got this brooding vibe. It's almost like she's trying to show that she's the stable one in the relationship while he's dealing with his own issues. This ice cream trip might just be the start of a bunch of moves by Jennifer to keep the story in her favor. Now, Whitney Port, you know from The Hills, has some interesting thoughts on the whole Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck drama. On her podcast, she pointed out that Jennifer seems obsessed with controlling her public image, and it might be affecting the people around her, including Ben Affleck.
Former The Hills star Whitney Port is calling out Jennifer Lopez for setting up paparazzi shots in the Hamptons. I will say, most celebrities do set up paparazzi shots, but Whitney and her husband Tim were talking about it on the recent episode of her podcast. Whitney says, Candy Kitchen in Bridgehampton is so special that I'm pretty sure J-Lo the other day was riding her bike to get a scoop of ice cream for a paparazzi shot. Her husband clarified that J-Lo didn't even go into the ice cream shop and she was just there for the exterior shot. He called Jennifer's behavior weird and said that she was addicted to attention, and Whitney agreed. She says that's her vibe. She's popped everywhere. Her continually looking hot in cute settings is what keeps the machine going. Tim says she's already as famous as you can be. Why does she need to stoke the fans of her own flame? Seems unnecessary. Why does she feel the need to keep the machine going? Maybe she likes extra effing attention. Then the producer of the podcast and Whitney agreed that if they had J-Lo's money, they would just be done. Let me know your thoughts and follow me for more celebrity and entertainment news.
So, Whitney's take is pretty noteworthy since she's in the same celebrity world, even if she's not as high profile as Jennifer. Her comments add some weight to the idea that Jennifer is really trying hard to curate her public persona, sometimes at the expense of her own husband. For someone like Whitney, who knows the ins and outs of fame, to call out Jennifer is pretty telling. It shows that in the celebrity scene, people are definitely noticing Lopez's behavior, and it's seen as a bit much. Whitney also hinted that Jennifer's need to control her image goes beyond just wanting to look good for the cameras. It seems like it's a big part of her life. This fits with the idea that Jennifer might be using her media savvy to shape how everyone sees her relationship with Ben, even if it means bending the truth a bit. The Hamptons in the summer is like a playground for the rich and famous, full of gossip and power moves. Celebs go there to escape their usual lives, but they're also trying to climb the social ladder. Every little thing they do gets scrutinized, and rumors spread like wildfire. Jennifer's recent antics in the Hamptons, like that staged ice cream shop visit, probably come off to her peers as just part of the celebrity game trying to stay in the spotlight. But when you look at it through the lens of her relationship with Ben, it takes on a different vibe. For other celebs who know the PR game, Jennifer's moves might seem a bit over the top. They get that everyone has to manage their image, but if the rumors about her trying to make Ben look bad are true, it could really backfire. This kind of behavior might not just turn the public off, but could also create tension among the elite in the Hamptons, where reputation is everything. So why is Jennifer Lopez, one of the most famous women out there, going to such lengths to control her image? There are a few theories floating around. One possibility is that she might be feeling jealous. Even with all her success, she could feel threatened by Ben's fame and the attention he gets, especially with his past struggles. Another thing is that Jennifer is protective of her brand. She has spent years building her image as a powerful woman who has it all together. Any hint that her personal life isn't perfect could mess with that persona. So by possibly staging events or creating fake news, she could be trying to keep up the illusion that her life and marriage are flawless. Or maybe Jennifer is just trying to keep a grip on the narrative as their relationship gets more public scrutiny. Since they got back together, their marriage has been a hot topic, and any little issue could become tabloid fodder. By allegedly manipulating the media, she might be trying to stay ahead of the rumors and make sure she's the one controlling how their relationship is seen.
I like taking my hair out like this. It reminds me like when I was 16 in the Bronx, running up and down the block. A crazy little girl who used to be wild and no limits, all dreams and
If the recent allegations about Jennifer are true, it could really affect Ben Affleck's reputation. He's already dealing with his past issues like addiction and the EPS and downs of fame, so he definitely doesn't need any more bad press. If Lopez is actually behind some fake news or staging stuff to make him look bad, it just adds to the idea that he's a troubled guy, which overshadows any good progress he's made in his life. Now, the media has been showing Ben as someone still struggling with his past, and if Jennifer is really doing these things, it's only making that image worse. If people start thinking of him as a liability or someone who can't move on from his past, he might miss out on opportunities and lose popularity. But if the rumors about Jennifer keep spreading, it could backfire, making people feel sorry for Ben and turning against Lopez. Either way, there's a lot on the line, and how this whole situation plays out could have big consequences for both of them. Meanwhile, social media has become a battleground, with fans debating over Jennifer's alleged actions. A Twitter user wrote, "Jennifer is a master at the PR game. She knows exactly how to keep herself in the headlines, but is she doing it at Ben's expense? That's where it gets shady. Another one added, if Jennifer is really doing this, it says a lot about how toxic the celebrity world can be. It's all about maintaining power and control, no matter who gets hurt. But what do you guys think? Is Jennifer really behind these fake news stories, or is it all just a coincidence? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for your favorite celebrity drama. Thanks for watching.